Well, apparently I had my sound off. Hello, everyone. Monkey DKS here, and I am doing an early morning stream just for fun. I'm working late tonight, so I'm going in a little late, and I decided that it would be fun to work on our Spleef arena. So I made a Spleef arena on Monkey Minds with some of the guys, and I had a lot of fun. But while I was doing it, I was thinking of all sorts of different ways that I could automate it and make it really cool and all sorts of stuff like that. So I'm like, let's try it. Let's figure it out. And I didn't want to do it on Monkey Minds because Monkey Minds is really vanilla, and I like keeping it vanilla. And I said, well, I can probably make something and then just make it downloadable for anybody in the world. So we're going to do a new map making series. No, I have not given up on audio's out of sync. That's weird. I don't know how to fix that. So we'll just deal with it. I forget what I was saying. I got totally distracted by audio being out of sync. But so we're gonna do a I haven't given up on the Capture the Beacon series. I'm gonna get back into that too. But I'm gonna do this one first because this will be easy, and fun. It'll be kind of short and good. So I think with that, let's go ahead and get started. So here I am on this little platform here. It fixed itself. Just don't move your head so fast. Sorry, my bad. Also, I'm wearing a hat. Just throwing that out there in case you didn't notice. So here we have our starting platform here. I made a new world. The whole world has a jungle biome, as you can see over here. And it is void. It is 100% void. It doesn't matter how far I teleport in any direction. And right here on this glowstone lamp here is 1,000 by 1,000. I used to try and do all my worlds at 0, 0, but then the way Minecraft works is this is 0, 0, and this is -0, -0. Or I guess this one would be in that case. And that's really annoying. So I'm not going to do that. So I am first going to fill, let's say 975. 1, and then 975 through 975, 255, 975 with glowstone. And let's see if that actually did anything. Yes, that's weird. That shouldn't have. Oh, 979. Okay, so let's try that one again. 975. Okay. Right. All right. So what this is that tells me no matter where I am in the world, that is my lower corner, and that's important when you're cloning and doing things like that. So that's my lower numbers. So we always need to know where that corner is, and now I can just look around and be like, there it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a Spleef arena. So the first thing we got to do is obviously we're going to make a Spleef arena floor. Excuse me. And because we're using command blocks so much, and we're in creative and I have all sorts of commands, I'm just building it out of grass because I can. And because we're in a jungle biome, grass is pretty. So so let's go 16 blocks in every direction because that seemed to work pretty good for Monkey Minds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We're going to do the same thing over here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Over here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. So then we're just going to fill in a little bit here so we keep this. I'm going to just put a lamp in so I can always tell where the center is while I'm working. So that way I can keep going and not get too confused when I get to the end. I'm like, is this the left side or is it the right side? And the reason I'm doing it out of grass is because I really love jungle grass. I think in the old days, back when I started playing Minecraft, this was the only color of grass you had, and it was gorgeous. And now there's other colors of grass, and they're ugly. If you saw the Monkey Mines arena, actually, let me see. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, one of these things. This isn't it. I don't know. I have the Monkey Mines as a single player around here somewhere, but I don't remember where. Maybe it's this one. Come on, go. Here we go. Yeah. So if you saw this one, oh, it won't work. Nope, it won't work because I changed the coordinates, and these are hard-coded. Shut up, alarm. I know what time it is. Also, this is an older version. Interesting. How did I get an older version? Oh, I guess I did it beforehand. Okay, anyway, so the heck with that. Go back into multiplayer, go into localhost. I am locally hosting this as a server. So I built this circle once already and then realized that I completely screwed it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just using what I learned before. I'm going to make the shape that I want. So Spleef arenas are neat and lots of fun, but everybody makes them square. And the problem with square is you get stuck in a corner. Wouldn't it be much more interesting if it was a circle? Because then you wouldn't get stuck in a corner. You just play on. So we're going to make our Spleef arena into a circle. And if we really like it, we might make one that is also a square as an option. But I'm not sure yet. Okay. So this is 5 blocks across. What we're going to do is we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we're going to just fill this in. If this was a square, I would be done by now because I would just get the coordinates and say fill and be done with it. And stops there. Yep. And then one more out of 3. That might be wrong. We'll find out. Pretty sure that's wrong. I think that's not how I did it last time. I think I did 2 and 2 and 1 and 1 and 1. That looks a little more circular, right? Yeah, so that's what it is. So we will just finish this up. Player heads is decoration on the server. I don't know. Is there a way to get player heads legally? I would say if you can get player heads legally, then yes, it's perfectly fine to use them on there, and all of us will help you get them. But if not, it's going to be harder to do. I don't even know how you get like regular skulls. Oh, you have to do it with what's it called? Player heads only with give command. No, then we shouldn't do that. Because if we start doing that too much, then we're all just going to want to do it all the time. And by all, I mean me. So we're just going to fill in the rest of this area here. And after this, we'll start doing the fun stuff. I actually should have just done this beforehand. But, oh well. I wanted to start. If you're ever trying to make a big circle like this, and you want to get it looking real nice, you can go to mineconics.net. It's a neat circle generator. I actually didn't use it this time. Plants vs. Zombies minigame. That's awesome. Mineconics.net. Very cool little handy utility that I use all the time. This time I just sort of made it up. Nice to use his baubles on a Christmas tree. Yeah, we didn't really make a Christmas tree this year. D-Ben has one, but he doesn't like it. Okay, so we have this. I'm going to respond to a work text message real quick. Okay. You've only got jungle wood and leaves. Above the nether hub, there is a pretty sweet dark oak farm if you want to use that. And it keeps getting bigger because I keep using more and more of it. Alright. So here we have a circle. It's a pretty good circle, I think, right? Looks alright. Pretty circular as far as, Minecraft goes. So what I want to do is I want to build this so that it looks pretty-like. I'm going to take a block of quartz. I'm going to actually take a block of quartz. I'll take some red stained clay, some purple stained clay, some lime stained clay, and last color is... that's actually a good question. Orange? I would like a blue, but that is blue. I guess orange is the only one. Oh, yellow. It'll be yellow. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this look like a sports ball arena with the painted lines. Ah, yes, and we have that problem of the void world lighting. When you're when you get the when you work in a void world, it keeps that little lag right when you close up the last block until we get more stuff under and above this. So we'll do that pretty soon too. Didn't kill the lamp. Okay. So we split this into 4 quadrants. I'm just going to take some polished andesite. We're going to make some walls out of polished andesite because that might be one of my new favorite blocks. And by might be, I mean is. We're just going to ring this whole thing here. Start making an outer wall. And every corner is going to be too thick just for consistency. Always have one outside. I could make it exact, and I may end up doing that. In fact, I think I will end up doing that. So never mind, the corners are going to not be too thick. We're going to run around after this and pop out all those extra blocks there. Wouldn't using MC Edit to relight the chunks fix it? No, it's because I'm putting shadows above, and then you poke a hole in, and then when you fill it back up, that's the lag. So it's constant updates. It's not just a single update. So it's usually fixed by either putting a floor way near the bottom or let's see. Do Do we like it thick or do we not? Yeah, alright, I'm going to leave it. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is, actually what I should have done first, is I'm going to come out here like 4 more blocks. So that's 16, right? That was 16. There is? 18, 19, 20. Yeah, alright, so we'll do 20. So we're going to come out 4 blocks, and I'm just going to make a big square. I love that sprint flying now actually works, whereas it didn't used to. I was supposed to be counting that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I got that one exact. Sweet deal. So the reason we're doing this is because commands, when you're copying, cloning, filling, removing, replacing, they all work on a square. So I need an outer square to start with. Cool. And then I just want the corners. Otherwise I have this big ugly square. So I want to make this as user customizable as possible. And so what I mean by that is, I lost my F3 when I disconnected and reconnected. What's my schedule look like for tomorrow? This is the problem with working before, doing this before work, is I actually do end up doing a little bit of work. I'm wide open tomorrow. I'm free until 1. Okay, sorry. That was my Canadian sorry. Alright, so we are going to clone 980, and I want to do 63 to 980. I'm going to hit enter, and it's going to be like, no, you need the other ones. And I'm going to say, shut up, because I don't need the other ones. And then I need 1020, 63, go up 1 by 1020. And then I want 980, because it has to be the lowest 2 numbers on the X and the Z positions. 64. 980, and I've built my wall. And then I'm going to do the same thing on 65. There. Okay. I officially have a Spleef type arena. Ooh. Alright, so I do need one there. I thought I was going to need one there. These lamps may or may not stay. So the way this works, similar to Monkey Mines, is we're going to use command blocks to replace the entire floor, and we're just going to replace it with snow because that's the easiest thing. And I want to just make this into a little bit of a triangular circle type thing. That's just fine. Where's that? So it doesn't really matter. South, north. All right, north. I'm going to make north purple. Purple is my favorite color, for those who are not aware. That's why all of my maps have a purple in it. And I did red, so I'll do green. This one's going to be hard to see, isn't it? That's all right. It's supposed to be snow anyway. And yellow. Yellow. Like a coward. From the 80s, when people used to use words like that. Okay. So, General Spleef Arena. That's the idea, right? So, of course, the next thing you need is you need a place to fall. And if you want to fall, you need to be... I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks here. Yes, I want to be at least 5 blocks away, right? Yeah, okay. So the problem I had on the other one is I didn't go low enough, and technically, if you're a jerk face, you can actually hit you can hit the ground. Sorry, you can hit the arena from the top, which is annoying. Not from the top. What am I trying to say? From from underneath after you fall. 6, 7. So that would make that the floor, right? Hey, stop it. Okay, good. So I can't hit that. If I went up 1, I can hit it. Okay. So floor level is here, and that way anyone who's not flying can. So where is that? That is 53. So what we're going to do is we're going to clone down to 53 using coordinate 62 height. Boom, floor. Problem with that is that's all the fancy dancy colors and stuff. So is there a replace command? I used to know all of my commands, and I'm sad that I don't. Let's look at the Minecraft wiki. Let's look at commands. Clear, debug, clone, fill. Replace item, which isn't exactly what I want. Execute, fill, game mode, game rule. Can I use set block? No, that won't work. Okay, so it's not replace item. I thought there was a way. Set block XYZ tile name. There's no way to do it. Alright guys, help me out. What am I missing here? What is the how can I replace all of the grass with something else? Or am I thinking of a mod that we used to use for the World Edit mod? No, I do not see it. So let us what we're gonna do is fill 1020 53 1020 air. Okay, so that's gone. So then we're gonna come back up to here, and that was 53. So it would be 54. So we're just going to put that there. That's one layer above, and I'll put it below as well. And then I'm just going to fill this in. Nice and simple and easy. Not the fastest thing in the world. This is the problem with working with circles. If I worked with a square, this would be simpler. Welcome back, Monkey Bee. Monkey Bee, how does this time work out for you? Is it a little easier for you to catch? So basically this is where people... Ooh, lunch. Nice. This is where people are going to land. And if the losers are down here, then they have lost. That's a very powerful and true statement. Da 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 da. My finger hurts. Alright, I'm gonna come over here and start this side over here. It gets annoying when you start going down a circle because you get stuck in a one wide hole. Just about to fight a god. I don't know if you should fight them. They're very powerful. You'll probably lose. Maybe. Hey, hey, hey. Woo! Alright. Carpal tunnel, go. It's a very big circle. If you had to replace all this with snow blocks manually, this would be awful. What game are you playing? You're a demigod? Well, that makes it better then. It's always best to be doing something else while watching a live stream, I've found. Alright, so here we have a floor. This floor is going to get some plain old glowstone. The nice thing about what I'm doing is I'm trying to make this so anyone who wants to download this map will be able to completely customize what it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. I don't know why I'm doing this because you can't. You actually can't. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Brain. Make some words. You can't. I'm not gonna have to worry about anything spawning here because 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because this is gonna be filled with water, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Nice. 3, 4. 4. Now I'm just working off the ones to my left. 4. That's half, almost. Darn it. $10:30 tomorrow. Okay. That's fine. I now have an appointment for 10:30 tomorrow. Alright, and we are now lit. Everything looks awesome. And by awesome, I mean kind of ugly, but it's alright. Next thing we have to do is fill some water. Okay, and we're good up until here. Good. So this is where you fall down to, and if I fall down here and swim, I cannot reach the floor. Good, so I can't accidentally help or on purposely help. I think I'm going to replace all of these lamps with glowstone because I really don't want anything underneath this floor, which is unfortunate. because lamps are much prettier than glowstone, but that's okay. Time set 18,000. So this is definitely too dark. I see. Although this part I can do later, so I can do this stuff when boink, I missed one apparently. I'll light this up later. So time set 6,000. 6,000 and 18,000 are noon and midnight, by the way, in case you're interested. So if you go straight up, it's your cursor's always centered on there. All right. So this is the top. This is the ground level, and this is the landing level. So that's pretty much the whole arena. If you want to add more to it, you can. You can make stands around it. You can make whatever you want. But this is arena number 1, round. Arena number 2 is square, but it's going to fit in the same hole. So we're going to play around with that a little bit also. But first things first, we're just going to fill this here with floor. And I'm intentionally not making this super pretty. I'm just doing one block style, not a lot of color, not a lot of interest, just one and done. So, but what I'm doing is by allowing this here, I did it better the first time. Let's do that again. By making this part here square, I'm gonna fit a square into a round hole. By making this square, I'll be able to replace this later with a square arena if someone wants to do square instead of round. And that will just be an option wherever the admin board is, because all these little maps have an admin board, and you push a button and it says, I would like to play on a square arena, I would like to play on a round arena, I would like hostile monsters to spawn, I don't know if I'm going to actually do that. Actually, that would be interesting. Spleef with hostile monsters. And then the players who are running the games will be able to go down and go to each of the floor copies and be able to change them to whatever they want. They can add their logo in the floor. They can do whatever they want. It's up to them. Okay, so there is general arena playing area. Okay, so what I have to do is I have to take these 3 layers, which is this one, and this one. Where's my guy? Here, over there. Let's start over there. I gotta take these 3 layers, and I gotta bring them down below this. First, let's go ahead and make this into the same thing, which I can do a lot easier by just copying the stupid thing. What height are you? 65. The nice thing about everything being the same place is 65, 65. I probably should have figured out what height that is first. 65 to 54. So we're going to go 65, 65 to 54. 65, 65 to 54. Done. Okay. Got rid of my water. That's right. Water's easy to replace. Darn it. What are you going to do? Yeah, get rid of glowstone for the moment. Well, somebody just subscribed to me on YouTube. Thank you very much. Although I'm not looking at YouTube right now, so if you want to hang out and chat, go to twitch.tv/monkeydks. I always dual stream to both until the lag gets too much, and then I give up on the YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. Okay. So that is there. So what I want to do is I want to take this. Actually, this can be my square now, right? Because this is the only section that I'm ever going to replace. Hello, love Luke. I love Luke. I love Luke. I and L, a capital I and L in Twitch font looks exactly the same. So it looks like love Luke instead of I love Luke. Tea. World's greatest invention. He invited Asuma to the stream and he logged off. Well, what are you going to do? I once created a birthday cake for Asuma. Alright, so this is... What's the easiest way to do this? I actually didn't want to destroy that, did I? I didn't. So let's come back down here. What is that? Is it still 4? 4, yeah. Well, that was dumb. Should have kept it. No, I actually shouldn't have kept it. I'm right. I'm right. I do want to move it in because soon these are going to be all of the commands that I need. Or all of the coordinates that I need. So the other thing I want to be able to do is I want people to be able to import this into their world. So I'm going to work very hard to not use any command blocks that have coordinates in them. I want everything to be done with relative commands. So this is... Technically it comes down to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we're going to go down, say, 20 blocks. And we're going to start on the low end. So again, low end means these numbers here, X and Z, are the lowest they can possibly be. Whereas over here, they are the highest they can possibly be. So we're working in, I'm just going to actually write this down, because it was 980 and 1020, and that was really easy to remember. And now it's not quite that easy to remember. Scribble, scribble, scribble. So now it's 101. And Element Entertainment Sound Pack. No, thank you. 983. So 983 by 101 is the dimensions of the area that we'll be replacing. Also, this will be a big spleef floor when it's square. That's neat. Anyway, it might be too big for some people, but oh well. Hey, thanks for the love. I love Luke. Get it? I love the love. Anyway, appreciate the follow. I will drink some tea for you. Oh, ham bone in the fridge. That's true. Good reminder. We had ham at my in-laws yesterday, and they give me the ham bone because my dad makes a sweet pea soup, so I got to bring that over to his house later. All right, and the level that I need is 62 for the floor. So 62 is the height. Okay, so everything that I copy is going to go to 62. Actually, that doesn't matter. Technically, none of those things matter, but that's okay. So, all of these relative commands, that's going to be a lot of math, isn't it? Because everything has to, like, each command block is going to be like 6 blocks. Sorry, I'll do it up here. Like 6 blocks this way, but 5 blocks this way. But then the next block is going to be 5 blocks this way and 6 blocks. Oh, it's going to be a mess. Whew! Gonna be a mess. First things first, we're just going to go 983. Let's try typing first. 983 and 62. 983. Then we're going to go 101, 62, 63, 64, 101. And we're going to drop it down 0 degrees left and right. I'm going to go minus 20, but relatively minus 20. And that should go straight down. What did I do? I should probably write a command. Clone. Why didn't clone work? Too many blocks. Too many blocks. Okay, so that's going to be a problem. Huh. Can you just not count the air blocks? What's the matter with you? 62 to 64. Let's make sure that 64 is right. Yeah. There's too many blocks in that? There aren't that many blocks. I mean, the other ones we only did 1600. So that's not a lot of blocks. 983 by 983, 101 by 101, 62 to 64. Hansenlai Gaming. Hello, Hansenlai Gaming. TNT Spleef. This will actually work with TNT Spleef. I'll show you, well, eventually I will show you. And Early, thank you for the follow. Hansenlai Gaming. So let's just try this at 983. What's 20 minus 62? 50, 42. Sometimes I ask questions I already know the answer to. Still too many blocks. Well, darn, that's okay. Well, what we can still do is we can do 62 by 62. Too many blocks? You can't be too many blocks. It's the same number of blocks. I've been moving all the same blocks all of this time. Okay, so what do I have wrong? 983 by 983. That's correct. And this is... Oh, okay. It's 1017. I'm an idiot. That would explain it. Okay, so let's try this again. So 1017 by 1017. And let's see what that does. Okay, so this is where I'm confused. Why does it do that? Because it's relative to me. Okay. That's why it keeps doing that. Okay. Yeah, Hanseline, that was because I'm an idiot, and I made it 101 instead of 1017. So it was 900 blocks in the opposite direction of the direction I wanted. Right. So, because the center of the arena is 1000 by 1000. Relative blocks don't work when you're flying, which is fine. That's easy to fix. So we will have to do it with real commands for a little while. Okay, there we go. But eventually, yeah, those are the ones I want. Oh man, that's gonna be in the way. Let's just bust out this area real quick. I'm not gonna break up the whole thing. I'm actually just gonna leave it floating here. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it floating here altogether. So we're gonna do this at least 3 times. And game rule, actually no, difficulty. Difficulty peaceful, thank you. So we're gonna do that. So that's minus 42, so minus 32 and minus 22. So we now have 3 copies of the same floor, not counting this. So it's just this wall, and this floor. Obviously, one of these needs to have the... Okay, I'm also going to take this one here. Okay, so this is 53. 53. Everything in the same place is actually really convenient because I don't need any worries here. And I'm going to go to 52. Boink. All right, good. There. That just stopped the dripping, which is lovely. because I hate the dripping. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I was gonna make these into a whole stack, but I don't care. So the way this works is there's a couple of different things that I can do. First of all, one of these floors, obviously, needs to change to snow. And since I've already decided that I can't just replace all of the grass here with snow, I'm gonna have to do it the hard way. Did I already say thanks for the follow, Hansel and Gaming? I think I did. If not, thanks for the follow. The other thing I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to make this wall continue down so that it's easier to build on. I'm going to want to do that on all levels. I almost busted up the snow that I did. This is going to take a long time. But you know what I could do? 982, so 984, 983, 984, 984. What height am I at? 42. 42, 984, 1016, 1016, 42. Let's change this from clone to fill, and change this to air. There we go. That was a little faster. And then I was going to clone this wall again. So clone 983 by 43, 983 to 1017. What was it? 43, 1017. And I'm going to drop it down 1 to 983, 42, 10, nope, 983, 983. So I explained this at the beginning, but I will do it again. Whenever you're using any of the clone or fill commands, you always, well, clone specifically, wherever you're going to make it land has to be your lowest X and your lowest Z. So in this case, it's 983 and 983. I made it easy because I built it on a square. But oh, darn it, I don't want those either, but that's okay. So I'm going to do the same thing here. Oh, actually, this is going to be convenient. From 33 to 32. So 33, 33, 32. That actually gets rid of my floor also, which is super convenient. And then 23, 23, 22. Goodbye, sheep. And very slow chickens. Alright. So that gives me the ring that I need, but no floor. So I'm going to quickly fill in the floor with snow, and then I will show you how this whole stupid thing works. Hello? When my house phone rings, by the way, unless it's evening time and it may or may not be my mother-in-law, it's nobody I care about. So we're just going to listen to this ring for a minute because it's annoying. And then we'll listen to someone leave a message. The person who had my phone number before me apparently had a lot of debt collectors. So it's actually really annoying to answer my phone because I have to explain, no, I'm not that person. No, that person doesn't live here anymore. And then I have to yell at them because they don't believe me. It's because apparently that's what everyone says when they have a lot of debt to debt collectors. They're like, no, that's not me. I don't know what you're talking about. But it's actually not me. It's some woman who I actually can't even pronounce her name. So there's that. So the next thing I'm going to want to do is I need to keep these lit. But especially this one, I don't want any torches or anything that's not snow on it. I can change the number. I've actually changed the number already, and I managed to get another one. So now I just give up. I never use the house phone anyway. I just don't care. It's so much work. I got to give the number out to like 4 people because they're the only 4 people that actually care about my house number. Because nobody uses a home phone anymore. I've actually tried getting rid of it about 4 times, but you call up Comcast and you're like, I'd like to get rid of my phone. And they were like, well, if you add HBO and 6 other premium channels, I can lower your bill by $20, but only if you keep the phone. And I'm like, all right, fine. Keep the stupid phone. I don't know why it's still plugged in. That's really the question. Why is it still plugged in? Phones. It's a mess, man. Okay, this part of the stream's a little bit boring. I apologize. But I will show you the basics of what's going to happen. I have another text message from work. Technically, my job, I start at 10 o'clock in the morning, so my work starts in about 30 seconds. But, like I said, I'm working nights tonight, so I'm not going in until around lunchtime. And that'll still give me an 8-hour day. By the way, I'm wearing a hat. This is where I need a dancing monkey gif. It's actually not a bad idea. Please be entertained by this dancing monkey gif, or a cat. Cat gifs are always good. While I do incredibly boring things like this. Okay. Boink. So we're going to make this out of actual commands instead of relative commands first. The other thing I need to do is do this before it's too late. I have to basically add this little wall around here. Stop it. Four, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1. Because I'm about to make this my master copy. Okay, so that's done. So I'm just going to copy this down one more time to height of 32, I believe. This is 32. Yep. So I'm going to take the arena, which starts here. So 983, 52, 1017, 52, down to 32. And okay, that was close. Oh, also water doesn't move. That's very good to know, because that was something that I was going to try to do later. So, okay, so I did that wrong, but it's very good to know. Change that to 62. Sorry. 62, 62, boink. Okay. So basically the way this works is now this is, let's get a sign. We will make the north entrance the front. This is very complicated, yes, and that's part of the fun. So this is that is equal. Okay, good. I forgot I moved that in. Okay. So this gets a sign on it that says this is play floor. This gets a sign on it. Nope, sorry, that's not play floor. That is reset floor. This is all going to start making sense in about 35 seconds. And this is play floor. Well, okay, I say it's all going to make sense. I guess I can't prove that. Give monkey DKS tab. Darn it. Minecraft command block. That player cannot be found. Who am I? I'm Monkey Cam. How did I end up Monkey Cam again? I can't type good. There we go. All right. So, below here, set block. Nope. Fill 983 by Seriously? Rain? That's what you want? 983 1, 983 to 1017 1, 1017 bedrock. I now have a bedrock floor. That is where I'm going to do all of my command block nonsense. Weather clear 1,000,000 seconds. That's all you can do. It's the longest you can run it. You can't just say no weather in this world because I hate it. I can make a 1,000 second counter though. So this is where all the command blocks are going to go, and we're just going to go ahead and start right in the middle, I guess. Correct me if I'm wrong. Bedrock is 3 blocks deep or 4 blocks deep in the real world? That's the center. That's a terrible idea. Let's use a redstone block around all of our command blocks. Like an idiot. Center block. Okay. These are all going to move later, but it's good enough for right now. So what we're going to do is... let's go up here. I just need to write a few things down. So, heights. So for my reset, for my play, reset layer is at 32. 32 through 34. Play floor is at 42 through 44. And actual floor is 62. Okay. So basically the way this works is, actually I don't even need to use command blocks. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to type it. When you're up here, or I'll put the command blocks up here so you can see it. Boink and boink. And let's get a sign on it so I don't forget. So this is reset. This is play. If you guys have watched my Monkey Mind series, the last one I did, this is sort of the same thing. So this is clone 983 by 1017, 983 by... No, sorry, 983 by 983. 983, 1017 by 1017. Okay, so there I just cheated by typing in things. So this is reset. So reset gets the height of 32 through the height of 34. So I'll explain these commands a little bit. So what I'm saying is I want to clone these coordinates. So that block is 983, 32, 983. You could stand on that block. That's one of my little redstone blocks there. That's marking a corner. That wasn't what I wanted to do. 983, what was it? 32, 983. And I want to make a square to the other corner, which is 1017, 34, 1017. So those are, I'm just going to hit enter there. This command won't work because it needs a destination. That's the source. So what that's saying is, where is it here? I'm going to go from this block, I'm going to make a square around all of this stuff all the way over to this block. So you can see this is 1017, 34, 1017. And I want it to land, so I'm going to clone it, and I want it to end up starting at this block right here, 983, 62, 983, wrong way. So I'm going to add the destination now, 983, 62, 983. Okay, so in theory, if I push this, it's going to bring this floor up here. I won't notice because that floor currently matches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this command, just to cheat here. I'm going to paste this command. And I'm going to change it from 32 to 42 because 42 and 44 is the height of the snow floor. So when the game's ready to start, you push this button, the floor turns to snow, and then anyone with a nice diamond shovel can start playing the spleef, right? It needs efficiency on it. I'm just too lazy to do that right now, and you start spleefing all of your friends. I am using XSplit. to stream. All right, and then when you're ready to reset, you push the button, and it goes back to this floor here. Now, if I make any changes to either of these floors, so let's say I made a big circle in the middle, right? So I wanted to have a, you know, little fancy dancy little circle, right? Go away. Right? I missed one. Okay, it's not pretty, I know. But this way, next time I reset the floor, it's going to bring that up with it as a new copy. So the way this whole thing works is I'm designing it, ignore that one over there, which was a mistake. I'm designing it so that anybody can come in here and make their own floors and then just decide, okay, I want to do, you know, I don't want it out of snow. I want it something harder. Or it doesn't even have to be all snow. There's nothing in the rules of Spleef that says you can't have some solid blocks. So like you have an island in the middle that's a safe zone, right? And people are okay to stand on this. But, you know, that's just part of the game. Or you have little islands, like random little blocks that are just poking around, right? All of that's okay. Or if you want to, you could have blockers. So, you know, there's a wall here, and there's a wall here, and there's a, you know, just a high wall here. All of this is completely up to how you want to play the game. But when you're ready to play, it just copies all of that in. So it's an interesting way of doing this, and we're going to automate this. I will check Skype in a few minutes. And we're going to automate this so that it's really easy to do. We're going to start the game. So I think I'm winding down for today, but we're going to make it so there's a scoreboard, and that's what we're going to work on next time. So the scoreboard will allow us to track, without anyone having to do anything, we're going to track how many players are within this height here, and then track how many players are down here within this height. And anyone who falls down, they're going to get subtracted from the scoreboard. And when there's only one left on the scoreboard, the game's over. So that's basically how this is going to work. We need to figure out how we're going to start the game. I'm not sure how we're going to do that yet. There's a couple different ideas I could do for that. Some are more complicated than others. Some are less complicated than others. And if you've watched me before, you know I do love more complicated. But I want to make this pretty easy. The other thing, too, is this creates a little bit of lag. And for some people, it's more lag than others. So we have to make sure that this starts before... I'm not leaving it. Before I got to switch to Monkey TKS, because I actually have to switch to the other game. All right, Hanson Light Gaming, thank you for hanging out. As soon as Minecraft finishes crashing, I will. Oh, I'll also sit up a little bit. I tilted my camera up because of the hat, but now I'm slouching. All right, back to here. We're gonna pop open Monkey Mines. So here we have, I was pretty sure I was going to be here. So here we have the same idea, the same exact idea that I already made, right? As you can see, this is square. Anybody on? Nope. And there are iron doors in the corner, and that's what we're going to add in for the next thing. So when I push this button, right, you'll see the floor change, and then it waits a second, and it opens up the doors so everybody can come in and play. Okay? And then after, I almost just tried to fly, and then after you're done, because everyone's going to fall down here, here's the reset floor button, and you hit the button, and it puts that back. You'll also notice that here, I have all of these torches, right? So there's torches all over the ground, keeping it lit. But over this, boink, there's no torches. So to prevent monsters from spawning on this floor, which is something that I'm going to have to do on the other one too, let's reset. Down here I have, I believe it's this one. I was wrong. Where did I put that? This one. Where's my dang ladder? Oh well. I have no idea what happened to my ladder. It's over there. Oh, that makes sense. Hold on. Oh man, my tools are really hurting. Somebody's got to go do some enchanting. There we go. All right. So that goes there. Okay. Oh yeah, that's a good place for the ladder. So here I just have some wiring. The way it works is when you push the button up there, it pushes this down. I'm not going to use this on the other one because all you need is a button and a clock to test when the button is pushed. So this comes down, lights up this, which basically does all this. This is a delay circuit that keeps this lit longer. So it immediately triggers this. I can't even look at it. Triggers this command block, which is one of those same exact things that we've already done. And then up there, somewhere over here, there is a... There it is. There's a command block. And this resets the floor. Okay, so now I've reset the floor. So if you come down here, you'll see I have the same arena. So here's the floor, same 3 levels. And I have some glowstone up here, one level up, because that level doesn't get copied. And that's what I'm going to do in the other one as well. And then next I come down here, and this is the floor with all the torches on it. Oh, this isn't actually the floor. There's a third one. I always make a third one, and I still don't know why. This is the one with the actual doors. There's a middle one also. So there's a couple different ways I can do that. And I think with the new map in Creative, I might do that middle one anyway. So I don't know. So lots of interesting things to work on. I have a bunch of ideas. Some of them are better than others. And that is reset. Has to make sure it's reset at the end of the game, or you're out of luck. I did this one out of wool instead of quartz, but that's the idea. And now this seems small to me. It's not. It's still a good sized game. But even on the other one, okay. So let's go back and look at the other one real quick. Localhost. Even here, if someone's like, this is too big for me, I can't do this. I don't want to play something this big. Well, that's fine. You can come over to a corner here and just make it smaller. Right? If I wanted to play on a smaller game, on a smaller map, I could just do this, right? I'm not going to do the whole thing. And then when you push the button, play. You have a smaller map. So lots of cool things you can do with this, and it's as customizable as I can make it, because people just have to come down here and build their floors, build a reset floor and build a play floor, and you're good to go. So that's it for me for now. Thanks for hanging out, everybody, and I hope you had a great time. I had a great time, and we're going to do more of this. And then after we're done with this one and we release it, we're going to go with the back to capture the beacon, which I was working on before. Also, I should mention, I kind of mentioned it in my head. I think I said it out loud, but this block is sea level. So we're at 63. Sorry, just kidding. This block is sea level. So we're at sea level here. So anyone who wants to put this in their world can very easily pop it in their world, which is why I made this bedrock layer down here. So eventually I want to just make a schematic that will put this at level 1, which is where it is, and I'm going to fill this all in with bedrock up above. So I'm probably going to make a 4-high bedrock room, and that's where all the command blocks are going to be, and I'm going to make them all relative so that they work everything up and down, and all you have to do is put this whole column into your world, anywhere in your world, and it will go from bedrock to sea level and a little bit higher. And then you can build whatever you want around it. You can build an arena around it. You can build nothing around it if you want. But that's the idea. That's how it's going to work. So cool, lots of fun. And actually, if I'm really smart about this, I want to build all of this into walls, because this is where, and I have to make an entrance too, obviously. We need to put some doors in here, probably. I assume on these corners. On these corners. Can you have corners on a square? But so this will all be quote unquote solid, so that you can so you don't accidentally try and build in here and it gets destroyed instantly. If you wanted to have a square version, and a square version is going to be part of it, I think I'm going to have to make all of those layers down there a little closer together. And when I say I think, I mean I know. I actually have to make those smaller. So anyway, so that's it for me. We will actually have some fun with this later. Oh, my door went away. 3675. And I lost all that because I should have built it down there. You fool! Thanks for watching, everybody. See you later.